Hello, everyone, and welcome. I hope you're doing well. It's me, Decaf Jedi, and I am back tonight with more Gray Matter. We're jumping back into Jane Jensen's 2010 supernatural point-and-click mystery. We've been having fun with this one so far. It's a weird game. I'm still not quite sure what's going on, but I guess that's part of the appeal up to this point. What has been fun is playing as stage magician Sam Everett. She's been a fun protagonist so far. We've got to do some sleight of hand here and there to solve some puzzles, but that's all over now. In this new chapter we're jumping into tonight, we are playing as Dr. David Stiles, a mad scientist. I mean, I guess he's definitely a scientist, and he is wearing a Phantom of the Opera mask. So I think that probably makes him a mad scientist by default, but we'll see. Maybe there's more to this character than first appearances. We'll see where it goes. Hope everyone's doing well today. It's been one of those nights. I'm just going to go ahead and say this is going to be a cursed stream. I've had like 5,000 technical glitches en route to hitting the go live button tonight. Like everything's just been breaking down. I thought I wasn't going to be able to get my sound working at all. I was about to give up when it finally worked. I had to repair a toilet in the middle of it. That was unexpected. Usually as I'm getting ready to go live, there isn't need to like fix a toilet valve, but tonight there was. So who knows what's going to happen from here. Everything in my house is glitching out. I knew I shouldn't have put an Intel chip into my toilet. Those things just aren't reliable nowadays. It's not a good time. But yeah, let's play as our new guy here in Chapter 3, Dr. David Stiles. Good to see you, everyone. Hope everyone's well tonight. I'm playing this on Retro Adventure Wednesday. Is it, as a 2010 game, technically retro? I mean, it's on the edge of maybe what might be retro. It feels retro. It has retro sensibilities, right?
I used to brush her hair every night before bed.
Hey, Ben, thank you so much for the resub. I feel like retro is really more of a state of mind. It's, some games are retro even if they're brand new. This one definitely feels like it's from a bygone era.
The balcony that overlooks the back garden. I haven't used it since Laura left.
So his wife died tragically. I suspect his experiments are in some way related to that.
Laura loved to curl up in that chair and read, especially on stormy nights.
I mean, the strongest argument against this being a retro game is that it supports 1080p resolution and playing in a window natively, which usually those are the sorts of things for games from this era that you have to download all kinds of weird programs to force it to do.
I read the driest science books I can find, but not even that can put me to sleep at night.
Boy, this guy seems tragic. Ah, the bed.
I know I felt Laura in that bed this morning.
That's right, Lemming Rounds. We got a real wife guy here. It's a mirror. Look at what I've become. I'm like the fake Undertaker from that one SummerSlam. Ah! Don't do that. Goddamn wife guy. Well, I wish he hadn't turned around and just barreled down the camera there. Hey, Jason, thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. He heard me calling him the Underfaker. Let's see if this is a nice closet. Potential nice closet incoming. Does he have an air mattress in his closet? No, I guess that's like a little ottoman. Like to sit down on when you're putting on your socks. Ooh, we have a desk drawer interface. This is where I keep my sweaters and cardigans. This is where I keep my very out of character tropical t-shirts. This is where I keep my surf shop shirts and my stylish jeans, my Wranglers. The Phantom of the Opera does enjoy a sensible cardigan. This is my robes and beach towels drawer. Is there really nothing I need to do here? This is just all so I can learn about his wardrobe? Well, that was exciting. Hey, Red Wing! Thank you, 18 months. That's amazing. We got a Hap Train, y'all.
Remembering how Laura looked in it. She was radiant in white.
Thank y'all for the support. Thank you for the Hap Train. I'm not as hype as I could be now. I got to get that energy up. And something tells me David is not going to be as fun. Hey, Tom, thank you for the resub. 51 months. That doesn't even seem possible. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. Laura used to wear clothes when she had a body. Oh, man. Look at this lavish bathroom.
I already had one today.
Don't forget your towel.
I don't need a towel.
Oh, man. That's hubris. These great mirror effects, though. You can do it. You can do it.
I can almost picture Laura in that tub. She loved hot baths.
This is where Laura used to apply lotion and brush her teeth.
Those are mine.
Those were not Laura's, for the record.
Most items in here belong to Laura. I've never allowed Stella to touch them. Most items in here belong to Laura. I've never allowed Stella to touch them.
Wow.
I
guess most items in there belong to Laura. To the upstairs hallway. I have science to do. I'll never forget this painting.
Laura's father found a baby owl while hunting and brought it home. She loved it. It died the night before our wedding day. Put a slight damper on things.
This is one morose dude.
One of my ancestors salvaged pieces from a burned cathedral and installed them in Dreadhill House. Laura wanted to clean some of it out, but she never got the chance.
Because of the accident, you know.
Spare rooms. I keep them locked. That girl is in that room. I wish she'd stay at Oxford.
Floating Centrics up laughing up the game. Hey, Eden, good to see you. All right, here we go. Let's
Laura
reminisce.
looked so elegant in that portrait.
That's easy to look elegant in a portrait. I look elegant in all my portraits. I don't go around talking about it constantly, though.
She hated me for taking this one, but I couldn't help it. She looked so radiant with joy.
I mean, she kind of looks like she's scowling, but sure.
Laura and me. She looks wonderful in this one. That was taken on our honeymoon. We spent it in the Loire Valley in France. That's the Gîte Rural we lived in, near Saint-Benoît-le-Forêt.
I wonder if they went to that Gabriel Knight 3 town.
Laura and me at the Assam Reserve, India.
Thought this was early 1900s until you saw the computer. No, this guy just is dressing like a Byronic. Is that what you call someone who's like Lord Byron? I think it is, isn't it? A Lord Byron-esque fan of the opera.
This is a picture of our lake cottage. I can use this for the memory I'm working on today. This is a picture of our lake cottage. This is a picture. This was taken at the benefit dinner we attended the night of the accident. I only keep it because I can't bear to throw away any image of Laura.
So I guess he and Laura were dating or something? I don't... She seems to be important to him.
Well enough for the moment. If Mrs. Dalton needs more for incidentals, she'll let me know.
Isn't it Byronic? That's right.
My patients. I wonder how they're faring these days.
Hey, thank y'all again for the hype train. I appreciate all the support.
My patients. I wonder how they're faring.
Now more than ever, because I just bought a brand new computer and immediately have buyer's remorse as I wait for it to arrive. So, you know, it's great.
It's Indonesian.
Every little bit helps.
To protect the house against bad spirits.
But just think of how good this game will look on a brand new video card.
My pedigree. It all seems rather pointless now.
I do this every day at work. I stare at my diplomas and just reflect on them.
It all seems rather pointless now.
It has a 486 processor, a turbo button. I like this game too, Sarah. I think that it's got that thing, that hard to put your finger on thing that all Jane Jensen games have. Like, I'd love a tiny bit more forward momentum with it, but even then, it's charming to play.
It's supposed to protect the house against bad spirits.
And even some of the slightly corny bits, I like those parts in most Jane Jensen games too.
That's my old consulting office. There's nothing in there that I want.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin. Power outage. Ugh. I just looked at my phone and it's supposed to be like 30 degrees cooler here tomorrow than it was today. And that's going to start to feel like actual winter weather. I'm very excited for that. Hi-fi system. Something tells me I don't need to do that right now. Laura did love to eat dinner and sit at tables.
Morning.
Morning.
Tea and toast? Want it in the lab as usual?
Not yet. I'll eat later.
You need to eat, David.
Later, Stella.
As you say.
Honestly, can't say if you'd side with Gabriel Knight 4 or Grey Matter 2 if she pulled us for what we wanted. Ooh, I would have to take Gabriel Knight 4. Be too hard, too good to resist.
Simon's business card with his phone number.
It would be hard not to want Gabriel Knight 4. It is a serious kitchen island. I'm going to assume this is all one solid piece of marble.
Is that girl lurking about?
You mean Sam? She went over to the university.
Good. Though a fat lot of good that does to my files.
So, what do you think of her?
Who?
Sam, of course. You are a bear this morning. She seems an independent sort to me. A go-getter.
Ms. Everett certainly has initiative.
She's not been any trouble to you, has she?
Trouble? That girl has it stamped on her forehead in letters a mile high. Not that I can't deal with a chit like that.
Well, I hope she works out. That lab is in a state and a half, and I've got enough to deal with caring for the rest of this old monster.
So you've told me.
Oh, wow, Ben. You're exactly right. The character portraits here do absolutely have a Quest for Glory 5 vibe to them.
Did the university say anything?
So he's got dragon fire all over it.
Particularly. Funny, I thought they said they were sending a medical student, but I told them that wasn't necessary and they must have changed their minds.
She's not a medical student. You'd think they'd have got that right at least.
I know. That's why I think they must have sent someone else. Do you want me to call them?
Doesn't matter now. We appear to be stuck with Miss Everett.
I've been in this boat before, being stuck with a grad assistant that managing is more work than the benefit I get from it. I understand where David's coming from here.
Don't get too attached.
Hey, One Short Eye, good to see you.
I don't intend to keep her long.
What do you mean?
What I said. I needed someone to sort some things out for me and help with this new experiment. It's very short term.
But you can't just hire the poor girl and send her packing within the month.
I don't see anything poor about Miss Everett.
Wow.
That shows how much you know about girls. She obviously hasn't got a pot to you-know-what in, or anyone much to care would be my guess. You should have seen the state of her clothes when she arrived, like she's been wearing them for a year. She must be on one of those low-income scholarships, don't you think?
Wow.
My business. The point is, I don't care to have a stranger in the house. The quicker it's done, the better.
Now,
I didn't
don't
know
go
Sam looked
upsetting
super poor.
yourself. I just thought it might be healthy to have someone else in the house.
Stella?
I won't say another word on the subject.
The game does have a cozy atmosphere. All of these scenes are just so nicely illustrated. It really gives a vibe.
Noticed anything unusual in the house lately?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Signs of a break-in or intruder, or just the presence of someone else in the house.
No. No, of course not.
You have seen something in the house. What is it?
Yes, what is
I
it?
never said.
Was it a ghost?
You're acting strange.
You have to tell me, otherwise it's entrapment.
Now that's the pig calling the cow fat.
I want you to tell me.
I don't care to talk about it.
Please, Nana. Please tell me. It's important.
You only call me Nana when you want your way. Only ever did.
Please.
All right. It was 2 days ago. I was making your bed. I thought I saw a woman in the mirror on the dresser.
A woman.
A woman?
It was just for a moment. And when I turned, no one was there. It was my imagination playing tricks, and no wonder with how quiet things are in this house.
You just can't pronounce saw better than soar. Yeah, absolutely. Same with draw. Drawing. I did a drawing.
It was Laura, wasn't it? The woman you saw in the bedroom mirror.
We're not going to start talking about ghosts in this house. It's not healthy, and it isn't fair to Laura's memory. Do you hear me, David Stiles?
All right. Relax.
Okay, I already looked at this. Wonder what my goals are. Memories of a summer night. A message from Laura. That piece of junk. Sigh and sigh again. A spectral presence. Hope the spectral presence is Slimer. Friendly ghost. And pal of the Ghostbusters. I think when you get hired as a matronly British housekeeper, any older actress in the UK is like, okay, I can nail this. Okay, this is a great question, Dr. Mario. Is this game considered retro because of the year it was made, its mechanics and aesthetics, or some weird combination of both? I would say some weird combination for both in my head. Like, I would call this a retro game in part because, 2010 is 14 years ago. That's a long time. That is... there's a chance someone may see this video that wasn't born when this game came out.
I really
Unlikely.
should give some of this away to charity.
Although occasionally I do get comments on YouTube like, why is my dad streaming a video game and stuff like that? So maybe some of those are younger people. But part of it's that. It's old. But also I do think a lot of it's just the mechanics, the style. Like, it feels like a game that very easily could have come out in 2002. Not in a bad way.
There are more vaults,
but
they're dark and treacherous.
It's definitely a very traditional point and click in a lot of ways, with some 2010 quality of life improvements.
This part of the house is centuries old. The original builder had a penchant for the great cathedrals
Penchant?
on the continent.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same category. Like, honestly, the reason I'm playing this on Retro Adventure Wednesday is I'm not quite ready to start
up right now.
my next big Retro Adventure Wednesday game, which is Space Quest 6. I want to start that next week for reasons. And this felt like, since I was playing this already on other nights, it felt like a good filler.
Laura.
Yeah, I mean, this game would be better in FMV. There's no question. Does he now just say Laura when he looks at stuff? He doesn't even bother to contextualize it?
I bought that for the clinic. We never used it.
Nice Laura.
A gold star for Miss Everett. I bought that for the...
To the main lab. The laboratory. Yeah, I've never streamed Space Quest 6, and honestly, this is going to sound a little strange. I don't know if I've played Space Quest 6 start to finish.
I've been down here so long,
since like 1995.
Outsider.
Computer. Oh, booting on hard drive. Okay, that's an amount of memory.
There's hours of data here. I don't want to go through it until I have several sessions for comparison.
Yes, I will use my own walkthrough that I wrote for Space Quest 6 to get me through Space Quest 6. I made my bed and I'm going to lie in it. Oh, wait, there's a private laboratory down there too we should check out, isn't there?
The key to my
Jog over there, David.
The doorbell is ringing. Who can it be?
Who can it be now?
I better go and see who rang the bell.
I mean, isn't that kinda Stella's job?
Oh, Dr. Stiles, there's a package for you. Shall I take it down to the basement?
I'll get it. Thank you, Stella.
Trick or treat. Sweet. Free package.
That must be my dialogue generator.
Oh, like a little chat GPT box? Whoa. Goodness gracious, look at this. Oh, this feels like a puzzle. That's a puzzle if I've ever seen one.
Dr. Ramuskin invented these letter rolls. A random number generator controls the letters, so hypothetically one can create messages using only the mind. Good. Now I can get started.
That's telekinesis, Kyle.
No. I've got something set wrong on the motor. I need to take another look at the diagram in Ramuskin's book.
I couried it to you. As we discussed on the phone, the only thing you need to do is connect an RNG motor to my little invention here. Since you have my book, I won't bore you with the details. Ramuskin! Okay. Telepathy. Yes. Precognition. Telekinesis. Mind bullets! Alright, studies, non-normal state of consciousness. Yes. Sure, how this is relevant. Low probability, since 0 generate a blank card. I set the RNG motor to generate a 0.99% of the time. Thus a roll a day. Generate a number. Set numbers 1 through 26. You're kidding. Am I really going to do this? Alright. You know what this gives me the vibes of? This has been a while. This screen in particular gives me real vibes of the puzzle that made me rage quit Ace Ventura, the CD-ROM game. For those of you who are longtime viewers, you remember our adventure in in Ace Ventura. I'm getting big Ace Ventura vibes from this. Okay, let me read this dumb book. Okay. Found the settings that work best. RNG motor generate a 0 99% of the time. Numbers 1 through 26. The remaining percentage. Okay. So does everything go to 0, and then 1 through 26 is... I still don't quite understand this. I set the RNG mode to generate a 0 99% of the time. Then to generate any letter with equal percentage, I set numbers 1 through 26 with the remaining percentage. What's the remaining percentage, though, if this one is 99? The remaining percentage of what? Oh, wait. You know, some puzzles... Some puzzles use an RNG. We just got out codename Iceman, and now this puzzle is making me manipulate an RNG. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like, these go to 0.
It seems to be correct.
Really?
Okay, it is set properly.
All right, there you go.
I should switch it on with the red button.
What I'm really getting for me right now is Serpent Rouge vibes, because this is one puzzly-ass puzzle. It really is. Hey, Jakobine, thank you so much. Bingo. Yeah, it turns out I didn't think I was anywhere near complete, but it said I was done, so there you have it.
It is set properly. Now, there. That's got it.
Sounds like someone's asleep. Hey, the message is, I'm sleepy.
The dialogue generator is set correctly. I'm hoping Laura will be able to use it to communicate. The dialogue generator is...
Okay, so I just leave it there now?
I It's working.
Well, I mean,
Come on, Laura.
you don't
Talk
know
to me.
that.
I'm not sure what Laura's trying to say. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Laura...
Of course, the puzzles in Codename. Iceman are among the best to ever grace an adventure game. I don't even know why they bothered to make any further adventure games after the masterpiece that is Codename. Iceman.
Thank you, Ricky. Codename. Iceman. Now, gang, this is important. We need to all think about this for a minute while we work on this RNG Rolodex. Tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to be debuting Kid Named Ice Boy, the brand new prequel to Codename Iceman, developed by our very own Grayson. I can't wait to dive into this, literally dive underwater with it. We will join a young JW, a patriotic young child, as he heads off to submarine camp, and we will learn the secret origin of Codename Iceman and Kid Named Ice Boy.
Maybe I'm trying to come through?
Maybe I'm trying to come through.
I'm not sure what Laura's... I'm not sure.
How did I make it go?
I'm not sure. 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 The dialogue...
What actually moved it forward there? Or is it just a waiting
I'm not
thing?
sure.
Surely I'm not just waiting. Yeah, Kid Named Ice Boy is going to be fantastic, gang. This is a real adventure game. Oh, it goes throughout the game, so I don't have to babysit it. I'm tired of you obsessing about me, David.
It's old.
It's old. Lara.
It's a scanner.
The brain in a jar is pretty funny.
I don't need to make a new video log right now, but I want to review the ones that are on my computer.
Tank controls, what is this, Grim Fandango? Tank controls, what is this, Resident Evil? Tank controls, what is this? Escape from Monkey Island? Tank controls, what is this, an Abrams tank? Tank controls, what is this, a Panzer unit in Civilization by Sid Meier? Okay, the cerebrum. Yep, here we go. These are definitely brain words. The pawns. Hey, sorry. It's only funny to me. Why am I laughing at my own terrible joke? Let's get a print out of that one. Oh well. To test the effects of visualizing different types of exercise on heart rate, etc. Like if I were reviewing someone's lab report and they said it was conducted somewhere called Dread Hill House Laboratory, I would immediately be like, I wonder if this guy is wearing a strange mask. Oh wow, Rick, you earned the 5K Bits badge. Wow. That is rarefied company. Thank you for the support.
I've decided to try to keep Laura with me. For years, I've researched the possibility that consciousness or mind is not the same thing as the physical brain. Since Laura's funeral, I swear, I have felt her presence. I've decided to spend several hours a day in the isolation tank visualizing Laura. I don't know what will be the outcome, except probably to indulge my own grief. But if any of her energy remains, then by giving it attention and focus, maybe I can lengthen its influence. Since work no longer interests me, I've decided to make this my work. I will log the results.
Yeah, I mean, you could do that, or you could try dating. I mean...
I've been spending 2 hours a day in the tank. The results have varied. Sometimes I'm convinced I feel Laura's presence. Other times, I'm not able to get past my doubts. I still believe Laura is here. I do. Bergson, the philosopher, believed we choose our own reality. If nothing else, I have done that. I'm having new equipment designed that should boost my sessions in the tank. That is all.
This guy kind of looks like a rejected Overwatch character, but maybe that's just because I've been playing Overwatch lately.
Laura would be 33
Kato
today.
wins.
Happy birthday, Laura. Happy birthday, darling.
Here's a shirtless birthday video for you, my dead wife. Is he dubbing the music? Absolutely, yeah.
Something
question.
strange has been happening. There have been several incidents that indicate a presence in the house. The presence of Laura. It sounds insane, I know, but there have been undeniable physical phenomena. Is it possible that through my sessions in the tank, I've given Laura the energy to manifest?
Sure.
I plan to keep a careful record of events as they unfold, and there might be something in the field of psi research that could help. I'll look into it. Laura's presence in the house has continued. I've decided to begin a new experiment to study the effects of imagination. I'll use students as subjects and my fMRI.
And my freaking
My hope
MRI.
is to record data on the areas of the brain involved in detailed visualizations. Perhaps using biofeedback, I can train myself to stimulate the same area in my own brain and thus increase the power of my sessions in the tank. This may, in turn, give more energy to Laura.
Grayson, when he says psi research, he doesn't mean like Raphael. He means like the Korean pop star who sang Gangnam Style. That kind of psi. This guy's voice sounds much older than he looks. I would agree.
I don't need to research wine right now.
Oh no, this has the look of a puzzle also. Oh no, this is gonna be a puzzle. I can feel it. Robert Holmes always nails it on the soundtrack. Absolutely. Gary's Image Shop Home Edition. All right, well, we've certainly learned a lot here today.
I want to go into the tank today, but I still need to find more sensory items.
I know I was looking
I
for
want to do a
sensory
session in
items.
the tank today, but my memories of Laura have been fading. I outlined a plan for revitalizing them on my video logs.
Did I miss that? Was I not paying close attention? I mean, I obviously wasn't, but...
I really should give some of this away to charity.
Okay, psi and psi again. We've done that. 85% of spectral presence. A message from Lara. Do charities accept wine? That's a great question. I mean, part of me feels like no is the
I bought
answer to
that
that
for the
question.
clinic. We never used it.
Maybe rich people charities do, though. Like for when rich people can't afford wine anymore, other richer people donate wine to them so they don't go without it.
Laura.
Laura, Laura, Laura. Huh. What am I supposed to be doing here? Finding sensory
Laura
items?
used to brush her hair every night before bed.
Well, I can't escape this house, so I guess the solutions lie here. Solving puzzles. That's not my strong suit. Perhaps if I put on her wedding dress and got into the tank. Did I read the whiteboard in the private lab? I absolutely did not, and I probably should have. I looked at that and thought, I need to read that, and then got so caught up in those great video logs that I completely forgot. Basically acts as a what do I do for David. I could always use one of those. Hey, does anyone remember Teen Wolf's best friend named Styles? I don't think it's probably this David Styles, but I do remember Teen Wolf had a best friend named Styles. Laura's nightgown was laid out on the bed when I went upstairs at midnight. Mrs. Dalton denied having touched it. Went upstairs about 3 p.m., found the shower running. No one was in it and the floor was dry. Around 11 p.m., went into the master bedroom and smelled Laura's perfume very strongly. The bottle was on the counter. It's normally above the counter on the sink. The lid was off, the top was wet. Midnight, I was dressing for bed when I heard a sound in the room. It sounded like Laura brushing her hair before bed. I moved slowly and saw her brush floating in the air for several seconds before it crashed to the floor. So nightgown on the bed, shower running, perfume, bed, mirror. To do today, Psi research, build RNG device, isolation tank session as outlined on the videotape. So is that, I guess I need to get more sensory items, investigate. Oh, you might have to click to have him read it. Oh man, this game's too complicated for me. Let's get in here, David. You got this. Jog over there, dang it.
There's been a presence in the house. There's been a presence in the house.
Do you have a different accent for that line?
There's been a presence in the house.
This guy got like a Sean Connery. There's a presence in the house, Junior.
I wanted to get those things done today.
There's presents at the house. It isn't the holiday season.
I wanted to get
It's the holiday season. Well, a whoop-dee-doo. And dick-dee-dock.
I wanted to get those things done today.
Okay.
There's been a presence in the house.
There's been a presence in the house. A house presence, if you will. There's a presence in the house, and it's your mother, Trebek. You got Divismo, yes. We do need more Celebrity Jeopardy. So maybe check out the bed, the hairbrush, the perfume, and the shower, and the mirror. Let's look at the mirror again.
She's not here now, but I'm sure Mrs. Dalton saw Laura. That bed has been in this house for centuries. Family lore has it that King Henry VIII slept in it. And again, my ancestors were notorious liars.
You were supposed to be looking at it for signs of
Laura used to brush her.
Okay.
That bed has been in this house.
A little bit brooding never hurt anybody. I'm kind of here for it. Oh, wrong one. We want to go to the bathroom.
I already had one today.
No, I'm trying to look to see signs of ghostly behavior.
I don't need a towel. Those are mine. I know the smell, but it's not bringing anything up. That smells like Laura. No. No.
Okay. Ben, this has not happened to you. Oh, the Scarlet Furies. Is that the band? Ben, when did this happen to you? I think you have told me by now if this had happened to you. On our hit podcast, Quest, the adventure game podcast. Search for it anywhere. Podcast, that's right. Yeah, that should have worked. I don't know what's going on. So let's see. Am I now ready to jump in the tank? Who hasn't sniffed a hair product and had a memory stroke? I mean, I get it. We all feel emotions. I've discovered this is something I didn't know about myself really until last night. I was watching an episode of Ink Master, the show where people compete tattooing against one another. And I was watching Ink Master, and the challenge was they brought in a bunch of people with their service dogs. And at one point, all the people were kind of just like telling the tattoo artists, these are the ways that my service dog helps me with any number of disabilities and, PTSD and any number of other things like that. And these people are telling the stories of their sweet dogs who take care of them as support animals. And I realized I was just bawling, like uncontrollably. And I thought, it's like, when was the last time this happened? And it turns out like 3 or 4 years ago, I went to an IMAX movie at a museum when my daughter was pretty young, and it was about hero dogs that do heroic things. And then I just spent like 30 minutes of that IMAX movie just absolutely crying my head off. And it turns out that, service animals are something that immediately elicits a powerful response in me, like David had when he sniffed that perfume. So I can relate to this. Sometimes you just have emotions, man. It just happens. I can't handle service dog stories. They're so sweet. They're amazing animals. They do things for people that are unbelievable. Hey, Grundy, good to see you.
I should be able to find a few more items in the house to strengthen my memory.
Data voice, I can't handle these emotions. I'm not one who's shy about crying in any circumstance, but I don't think I realized like how touching I found these hero dogs until I stopped to reflect on it. Hey, there's a link to Quest, the adventure game podcast in chat. You gotta check it out. It's really good stuff. Our most recent episode was on console adventure games. We talked about some of our favorites.
She hated me for taking. She hated me.
Yeah, there's that one of the house, right? That was the good one.
Laura at our lake cottage. I wanted to rebuild the memory of a night we went swimming there.
35-year-old man who sounds like a 60-something Shakespearean actor. Oh, here we go. Neural pathways activating. Is that a bottle of wine? Do my spider senses tell me now I need a bottle of wine?
Laura and I were drinking wine that night at the lake. But I need...
How am I going to do that? I know I have the wine database on my computer, but... Wine puzzle! It's a wine puzzle. Classic wine puzzle. I just reach over my computer here and operate it from the back.
Laura always preferred dry reds in the evening. But that's all I can say for certain. That's far too many bottles. I'll have to narrow it down further.
I'm fixing to give up on this puzzle.
There are still too many bottles. That's not the right year. That's not the... That's not... That's not... That's not the... I don't think that... I don't think...
Lovely
I
burgundy.
don't think...
A champagne.
I don't think... I don't think... I don't think that region is... I don't think... I don't think...
I'm about to corner you here.
Terrific. That narrows it down to 3 bottles.
I can
Easily taste that many.
I can easily drink 3 bottles of wine. 92, 93, 94. Okay. Well, that puzzle is super easy if you don't try to solve it. Has to be a Merlot because that sounds like Merlara. That's a really good point. Do you just lick the bottle? Ah.
It's not bringing up any memories.
I love the tongue icon.
Nothing. I think... Yes, this is it.
Here we go. Let's pour some of that in the tank, soak in it. You get a little scrawny in that one. Still need sound and touch. I'm Dunk Zot PC.
There are more vaults, but they're dark and treacherous.
Yeah, Yeah, this guy's been brooding since day one. Behind Laura's favorite Red Hot Chili Peppers CD. It's gotta be Blood, Sex, Magic, right?
I think I remember what we were playing that night. Now I just have to locate it. Various CD albums.
CD
Nothing
albums.
that I would have listened to that night.
That's how people describe those things as CD albums. I've listened to a few CD albums myself. Okay, yeah, Pickle Dog.
The Vivaldi collection. No, I don't think it was Vivaldi.
Spin Doctors.
The Vivaldi collection. No. The Scarlet Furies. Yes, that's the one we were listening to at the lake. Laura loved to work at the dining room. I haven't listened. Laura's step.
How do I actually get that?
Laura's step. The Scarlet
There we
Furies.
go. We did it.
Brighten dies, my secrets lie not far away. His metal Many have I answered.
Oh, they're pulling a codename Iceman.
You still haven't told me what we're doing for my birthday tomorrow. I hope you haven't planned anything epic or embarrassing.
It's your birthday tomorrow? Slipped my mind.
As if you'd miss any opportunity to be devious.
His weary head, he lays his body down to rest.
Laura, I'm listening to ICP, My Little Juggalo. 6-7, you mentioned Scratch, you need to get the resurfacing kit. Boy, I definitely had a resurfacing kit, and boy, did I make good use of it back in the day. In fact, the first time I met my sister-in-law, my future sister-in-law, when my wife and I were first dating, I met her little sister, and we were all college age at the time, and Courtney, my wife, had told her, Jess has one of those CD resurfacers. I know you have a bunch of scratched up CDs if you want him to polish them for you. And she asked me to polish one of her CDs. And I was like, well, what is it? And she said, it's a Tim McGraw CD. And I said no at that point, which she still reminds me of to this day. It'll probably come up for Thanksgiving when she's visiting next week. But apparently, yeah, when you tell people that you won't resurface their CDs unless you approve of the artist, it doesn't go over well. And apparently it makes an impression for like 25 years. So that's how that went. Arguably a jerky thing to do. Yeah, she thinks it's funny now. At the time, she thought it was very rude. It was that album that had his song Indian Outlaw on it, which even by like late 90s, early 2000s standards, it's like, we knew that was pretty problematic. Not a great song by any stretch of the imagination. Don't look it up, please.
There are sufficient funds in there at the moment.
What do I need to do now? So I still need to get Church. Is that my only sense left? Oh man, look at this progress. 100, 100, 52, 64. Big rich guy leaving money out in the open, that's right. Kitchen. Wasn't anything else in the dining room, was there? Let's look in this cabinet. Maybe that's where she keeps all of her touchables.
The family china. Laura enjoyed throwing dinner parties. Seems so foreign to me now. These remind me so much of Laura. She loved to paint.
We'll just paw on these for a second.
Laura's paintings of Tim and
Laura's paintings of Tumnus.
Laura's painting. Laura's painting.
That's a clock.
Laura's painting.
That's not painting. Hey Stella, do you have anything that Laura used to touch with her hands?
David, can I get you something?
No, I'm fine.
No. I will take my scrambled eggs in the sensory tank, please.
Is that girl lurking about?
You mean Sam? She went over to the university.
Good. I have to admit she did get a lot done this morning.
So, what do you think of her?
Who?
She filed like 3 things.
Sam, of course. You are a bear this small.
Ms. Everett certainly has initiative.
She's not been any trouble to you, has she?
Trouble? That girl has it stamped on her forehead in letters a mile high. Not that I can't deal with a chit like that.
Well, I hope she works.
So you've...
Okay, I guess it's not in here.
Laura looked so...
Yeah, she was fine.
Spare room.
I remember she used to touch this statue of a monk all the time.
One of my ancestors, Laura, wanted...
Wandering around, touching things. It's in the mask closet. Yeah, I figured that was a good chance. That was like what's left. Oh yeah, her dress bag. I already interacted with it once.
That was one of Laura's favorite dresses. But it's not right for the memory.
Says you.
These are my clothes. She wasn't wearing that. I remember this sweater. She looked great. She wore it while on holiday. She wasn't This is Laura's bathrobe.
Oh.
She wasn't wearing it that night at the cottage.
Swimsuit. Okay. My dead wife would be so mad at me if I remembered her by her swimsuit. Okay, so that's everything, maybe? All right. Memories of a swimmer's night. I'm guessing if I crawl in the tank, I will complete that. I haven't saved this whole stream, gang. We are playing with fire. What was I doing? Oh my goodness. That's how you got here. Laurie always used to save early. Yeah, it's too late to restore now. You know, I guess that's maybe what David is trying to do, right? Trying to give Laura the old F7, as I like to call it. Okay, here we go. Into the basement hell. Love the little, like, fly or moth or whatever buzzing around the flickering light. What a nice little detail.
The controls on the tank aren't right.
Okay, tank controls. Insert CD.
The Scarlet Furies.
Where's the CD go?
That's not right. That's not right.
Oh, I guess there's a guide there.
Now the CD tray is opened. The CD is loaded. First, I need to set up the. First, I need to. Those are basic scents that I can infuse in the machine, but I need something more specific, so I should use the funnel. The scent of. The shampoo is loaded in the scent filter.
I'm sorry, I love the idea of just dunking some shampoo in there. I've done it.
Everything's set. I'm ready.
It's odd that shampoo would be the one thing, but I guess scent is supposed to trigger the strongest memories, right?
Not far away. His medals and his badges all told by day. Many have I answered.
I think David is handling all of this in a very healthy way.
You still haven't told me what we're doing for my birthday tomorrow. I hope you haven't planned anything epic or embarrassing.
It's your birthday tomorrow? Slipped my mind.
As if you'd miss any opportunity to be devious. Speaking of which, Dad says he'll be joining us for a few days in Venice at Christmas. Won't that be marvelous? I'm glad you talked me into it. It should be so lovely with all the decorations and the ceremonies in the cathedrals. Blue tiles.
Blue tiles,
Blue
smiling
tiles.
at me.
Check the cars, David. Check the cars, David.
Is this your card, David? It's me, Sam Everett. Hey, Gary. That's an MC Chris. Turns out the car crash was part of an elaborate crate game. Okay. Good to see everybody here tonight. I'm glad you could be here. If you're watching later on YouTube, thank you too for being there. Please be sure to subscribe and comment and like and all those sorts of good things. You can also become a member of the YouTube channel. You get early access to VODs, fun emotes that, of course, nobody uses on YouTube. It's good to know they're there. It's a great deal. Wow, jumped up to 70%. So where are we at? All right, we finished Memories of a Summer Night. We don't have our message from Laura. It's time to look at a piece of junk.
What the hell is that? Lovely.
I love that he put on a jacket before going outside. That's a Jane Jensen classic. Your male protagonist has to throw on that jacket before going outside.
Old family portraits. Laura took them down when she moved in. We meant to have them restored, but it never happened.
I've actually enjoyed this chapter more than I expected. I thought losing Sam would be a real downer. And I mean, this guy's a downer compared to Sam. He's very morose. But so far I've dug it.
Mrs. Dalton has it serviced twice a year. I don't touch it. Mrs. Dalton.
But I kind of think you need to touch it. Like, isn't that what we were just sent to do?
Mrs. Dalton has it serviced. Mrs. Dalton. Mrs. Dalton.
Do I need to go back and check the message on the board from Lara? Whoa, don't forget the other part of what she said. Blue towels.
That's just an old folly.
Blue towels. Have we seen blue towels around? I don't recall any off the top of my head. Were there any in the dining room? Are there any in the kitchen?
Hello. Everything all right?
Fine, thanks.
How about the parlour? Why don't you just tell me where the towels are located? Oh, the pictures in the parlor? Oh. We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll solve this mystery, gang. Don't you worry. With the help of half a dozen people, anything's possible. Wait, pictures in the dining room, right? Oh, wait, no? Thank you for calling Movie Phone. Hydrate, that's what we need to do.
She hated me for taking this one, but I couldn't help it. She looked so radiant with joy.
Blue towels.
She hated me for taking
Blue
this
towels.
one, but I couldn't help it. She looked so radiant with joy.
She does hate this photo.
Laura, that's the gîte rural. That's the gîte. Blue tiles. And
Yes.
there is something odd about this photo. I need to examine this more closely.
She does hate this photo. Okay, I guess we need to scan it and then go into Gary's photo paint or whatever. Oh man, I can't wait until Kid Named Ice Boy tomorrow night. I'm going to be joined by a couple of special guests. It's going to be a night to remember. Notably, I'm not going to be joined by Grayson. Ah.
Oh my God. What is that thing?
Great question.
The picture is as good as it's going to get without profession. The picture is... The picture... The picture... The pic...
Yeah, I mean, that picture is pretty good.
The picture is as good as it's...
I have a print button here.
The picture is... The picture... The pic... It's a scanner.
Let's see what I'm actually supposed to do with that.
The picture... The pic...
Oh, that's it for this bit? I don't need a copy of the photo to carry around or anything. Okay, so where are we at? Okay, Memories of a Summer Night, complete. That piece of junk, incomplete. Message from Lara.
I'm not sure what... The dialogue... The dialogue... I'm not sure...
Well, what am I supposed to do now? We've seen something strange in the photo.
There are more vaults, but they're dark and treacherous.
Check the cars doesn't necessarily mean the ones in the garage. Where else have we seen cars? Maybe it means the movie Cars 2. Cars. There's your problem right there. You live in a place that looks like it's haunted. And it's called, what is it, like Dread Hill House. Laura will have to play with their Hot Wheels. I mean, it's not literally just back to the box of dumb photos, is it?
That's the Jeet. That's the Jeet. Lord.
Like his little head bob there. I can't think if it's not the garage, where else we encounter some kind of car. Oh. Someone you can ask about a car. I'm gonna guess it's the only person around.
David,
No, I'm...
What is that piece of junk metal out by the garage?
You mean the bike? I saw that. I assumed it belongs to Sam. It's broken down from what I can tell. That explains the state she arrived.
It's a bloody eyesore.
Well, since no one ever comes to Dread Hill House...
I wonder why nobody ever
one will
comes to Dread
exhibit,
Hill
will
House.
they?
Listen, ring the repair shop in town and have them collect that bike. Tell them to do whatever they must to fix the ugly thing.
Why, David, that's generous of you.
Can't have the girl getting stuck here, can I?
All right. A message from Lara.
Simon's business card with his phone number.
0450 6665 04. I can't remember numbers to save my life.
Simon's business.
0450. Other one? Oh. Back here.
It's a business card from Inspector Pazer of the Oxford Police Department.
Someone jot that number
the
down in
investigator.
chat for me. I'll never remember that in a million years, and I don't have a pen handy. That's 08705551742. Oh, he does it for you. Even better. Even better. Thank you, gang. Let's see here. I'll just use a telephone.
Hello?
Hello?
Inspector, it's David Stiles. You worked on my case. Car crash in Oxford.
Oh, Dr. Stiles. I remember. Your wife. Terrible accident.
Yes.
You get over that yet?
Look, I know it was a long time ago, and this is a strange question. Was there anything unusual about the cars? The car that hit us, perhaps, or just anything you
Well, they're all crashed
Hold on
up.
a sec.
That's not normal.
Looking at the file. Listen, what made you call and ask me about it now?
I thought I remembered hearing something. It's been bothering me.
I don't remember ever telling you. You were in the hospital and, well, anyway, there was something a bit off. The car that hit you, the gas pedal was fused to the floor, actually melted into it. Thing is, that car didn't burn in the crash. Not a bit of it. You might explain him running through that give way sign, except how the driver got from his home 5 miles away to that junction with a gas pedal in that condition is a mystery to me. Dr. Stiles?
Thank you. You're right. Very
The old
curious.
If there's
Leadfoot.
anything else I can...
I'll be in touch.
I'll be in touch. I'll give you further updates on this cold case. I can't believe anyone's coming back. And they're not even getting like Psychology 101 credit for this or anything.
Do you have something to say to me, Miss Everett?
No.
Turn that thing off, please.
Dr. Stiles, are you sure it's safe after what happened last night?
No.
Safe? Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
It's the mask, Dr. Stiles. It's creeping us out.
He doesn't even know. Why should Dr. Stiles concern himself with fraternity pranks? I still feel as nervous as a virgin on prom night.
Settle down. I'm not paying you to chitter-chatter. Lie back and close your eyes. Relax. Sink into the bed. Take a deep breath. Exhale.
Okay. Everybody listening, do not get
you're at the
hypnotized.
swimming pool at St. Edmund. Your eyes are closed and you're standing on the rough cement surface next to the pool. You grip and relax your bare feet. Your toes can feel all the tiny bumps and smooth paint of the cement. You smell the chlorine in the air and feel dampness on your skin. When you open your eyes, you will see a pleasant illumination from the lamps reflecting off the water.
Get out! Get out!
Paul. Oh no. Someone watering to wind our pool. Oh man. Jesus has been here. That's his signature trick. Part of the great game.
Sam! Sam! Something's happened. Get up, come on.
What? What are you doing in my room? A few seconds earlier, and you'd have caught me dressing.
Sorry, I'll wait in the hall.
A few seconds earlier, and they would have had to have animated me dressing. All right. We've done it. We've made it. To chapter 4. And gang, that is going to be where we'll pause for tonight. This has been fun, though. I have really enjoyed this. We will definitely play more of it soon, but I can't think about any game right now other than what's coming up tomorrow night, Thursday, November 21st, 2024. We are going to be playing live on stream. Kid Name Ice Boy. Kid Name Ice Boy, the long-awaited prequel, the latest entry in the Codename Iceman adventure universe, the first entry since 1990. It is going to be really something else. I can't wait to jump into this. I have high hopes for this one, gang. It's by our own Turtle Tomorrow there in chat. Be sure to be here. It is, an adventure 34 years in the making. Here's what's hard, gang. I have it on my hard drive, and I have to resist every moment of my day loading it up and experiencing it myself. So it's been tough. Yeah, who's going to sleep tonight? Not me, that's for sure. But thank y'all for joining me. I am really hyped about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to have a good time. Ben's going to be here. Sarah's going to be here. Grayson is very shy and doesn't want us, just telling him what an amazing job he's done the entire time. But hopefully we can lure him into chat to take part. So thank y'all again for joining me. Let's get a raid going, and then I'm going to head off to bed. Let's raid over and say hey to Ouija, who's playing the Castle of Dr. Brain. I have never played either of the Dr. Brain games. The Brainses' games are all new to me. So let's drop in and see what she's up to. Thanks again for hanging out, everybody. Have a great evening, and I hope I'll see you again tomorrow. Take care.